Hey guys, how are ya? I hope you're having an amazing day. I'm really excited about teaching you guys this technique today. It's actually an apnea breathing technique, meaning a freediving breathing technique that I learned at Total Apnea while I was in Koh doing my my introduction into freediving and then my advanced freediving course. So this is a breathing technique that is for holding a max breath hold while going under. Obviously, either we're freediving deep or we're freediving for length if we're doing it in a pool. But freediving is probably my favorite. I would probably say my favorite activity out of all things. Well, snowboarding, surfing coming closely after, but freediving is just something special about it that I absolutely love and could recommend to anyone to get into if it's, if you like pushing and challenging yourself a bit, but also being in this amazing parasympathetic nervous state where we're completely relaxed under the duress of stress. But again, so I'm teaching you guys this technique not for you guys to go out there and freedive yourselves. It's very important that when you freedive, you are with a buddy and that you are trained in freediving so that you know what to do in the case of a shallow water blackout or any kind of blackout. That is something that can happen in freediving. So having said that, be safe with this. Just play with it on land. For now, I'm just teaching it to you for you guys to experience the sensation of essentially this breathe up technique. So here we go. So in freediving, often not all times, depending on the depth we go to, but we're wearing what's called a low volume mask. And a low volume mask is a mask that's going to be covering your nose. So your breathe up is essentially often going to happen through your mouth. So we're going to do this breathing technique as it's done in apnea, which is through your mouth. Essentially what we're wanting to do is we're wanting to take the biggest, fullest breath we can, but we want to do it controlled. So we're going to do it controlled and slow. So it's going to be a slow inhale, a full inhale, 3-part breath. So again, belly, chest expansion through the ribs and then into the throat as much as we can. We're going to exaggerate this through this apnea breath technique, which you're going to see shortly. So we're inhaling fully and then we're going to let off the valve twice basically letting off the because we're going to be really pressurized in our lungs so that we can have a smooth exhale. So the start of that just is letting the valve out nice and slow and smooth the whole way down. After we've let out that breath, so it's not a forced exhale, again, it's just an exhale to relaxation. It's kind of like the Wim Hof, we're just letting it go. Then we're going to take 2 normal breaths in between. We're going to do 5 breaths for this, and then after it, we're going to do one big inhale. We're going to hold that inhale breath, and we're going to just experience how it feels to hold that breath hold after our breathe up, for as we would do when we're going for a dive. So enjoy this, guys. Now I'm first going to show the technique of the breath, and then we're going to do 5 rounds together. So here we go. And then 2 normal breaths. So as you can see, it's quite a long breath. Now what I'm doing at the end of that breath is I'm first deeply inhaling to my belly, then into my diaphragm, then into my chest, filling out my lungs, and then expanding into my throat. Now to get that extra breath through the throat, I'm lifting my shoulders up to increase the volume, being able to breathe into my chest cavity still, and I'm rolling my shoulders forward, and then I'm rolling my shoulders back. Okay, so, and that's like capping that breath into the throat as far as we can. After that, we take 2 normal breaths, and then we do it again. We're going to do 5 of those. Now, having said that, we all have a bit of a different capacity in our lung volume. Now, this gets trained over time as we expand our lung capacity through doing different breath techniques, especially if we do apnea training. So if you find that you're running out of air before me, or you can keep going after me, just watch the video and then just do it in your own time. And just do 5 breaths and then a breath hold. But for the sake and purpose of this video, we're going to do it together. I'm going to show you 5 full breaths, and then we're going to do a breath hold at the end of it. And again, with the breath hold, I just want to take it to where you're comfortable. Now, don't be afraid to feel like when you do your breath hold, you might start feeling contractions through your diaphragm. That's a normal thing when the body starts feeling the rise in CO2. It's actually, it's not a sign of that you're running out of air, but even so, when you're on land, it's very safe that if you do pass out, all that's going to happen is that you're going to wake up and be like, whoa. Like, you might even not even realize that you have if you've slightly blacked out for a few seconds, but just, so wherever you are, just be sitting. If you want to do it the first time, you might even want to do it up against a wall if you feel a little bit worried or concerned about that. Or you could do it lying down on your back. But just know that when you're doing this on land, it's completely safe. And again, don't go out and start doing this stuff in the water on your own, or before you're trained in some kind of apnea, because we obviously need to know what to do in situations of a rescue if, something did go wrong. Okay, having said all of those things, let's get right into our 5 rounds now. So remember that full breath in, letting off the valve once, and then exhaling. So the mouth is closed off with the tongue pushed against the back of your teeth, and that's what's going to cause the breath to be able to be slightly restricted, so you're not just breathing it in one quick breath. Okay, here we go, guys. So relax, relax, relax. Close down the eyes if you want. And again, we're just focusing on the breath completely. So keep your mind focused in the present moment on the breath. Okay, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and here we go. Two normal breaths. Again. Two normal breaths. Third breath. Two normal breaths. Fourth breath. Last breath. Two normal breaths. And now a final breath. It's going to be hold on the inhale. Hold and relax. Focusing just on the sensation in your body. Relax the shoulders. Relax the mind. See if you can relax deeper. When you're ready to take a breath, just come back to normal breathing after. Otherwise, just keep trying to push your edge slightly more. Don't mind the contractions. If your contractions have started, just allow them to be there. Relax your mind, relax your body. Just stay relaxed. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. That's 2 minutes, guys. So if you're still going, that's awesome. Just stay relaxed. Don't mind the contractions. Allow the body to move in the rhythm that it does. Just stay relaxed. But if you have come out of it, keep your eyes closed, stay relaxed, and just enjoy the peace and quiet and the release of that slight discomfort and stress that you were under during that breath hold. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. If you're still holding your breath, amazing, keep going. But otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow for our next breathing technique. Thank you for letting me share this with you today. I feel blessed, and it's a privilege for me to share this with all of you, every single one of you. So thank you for coming to this breathing class, and we'll see you in tomorrow's video. Enjoy.